When the rookie hits its mark, it truly does so with impact. Some of the series' strongest episodes come when it centers around a gripping case that pulls you in completely. Season 8, Episode 3 stumbled upon a particularly dark and intense story involving a courageous young girl named Samantha, and David Krumholtz's portrayal of Ezra, a character who embodies pure evil, was chilling. This episode also unexpectedly brought back Seth, which might actually be a positive surprise. The show often shines brightest when it explores darker cases, and this one was no exception. It had an eerie quality that reminded me of the early seasons of Criminal Minds. Any series that can evoke that kind of atmosphere instantly gets my full attention. What started as a routine pickup of a transient soon escalated into uncovering a double homicide in another state, followed by the long-term disappearance of a young girl. From there, it was fascinating to watch how Nolan, Harper, and Lopez navigated the investigation. Nolan's "ah shucks" charm is a real asset. His unassuming demeanor makes him one of the best at disarming suspects because they rarely see it coming. He's personable, skilled in small talk, and when he probes for information, his earnestness often prevents people from suspecting his true intentions. And when suspects do catch on, it's often too late. That interrogation scene was a perfect example of why serial killers and some of the rookie's most notorious villains harbor an unusual soft spot for Nolan. Ezra took a moment to truly realize what was happening, and once he did, he spent the rest of the episode playing mind games with the team. His dark nature emerged in unsettling ways that sent chills down your spine. Meanwhile, Lucy and Selena were investigating a motel room, and if anything highlighted just how disturbing Ezra was, it was the way the motel manager visibly recoiled yet handed over the room number without hesitation. That's where they found Samantha, and my heart broke for that young girl. Ezra's abduction changed her life forever, and the rookie used her story to explore the complexities of trauma and people's varied responses to it. Selena appeared puzzled that Samantha had apparently stayed in that room voluntarily for 12 hours instead of seeking help immediately. This storyline also served as a poignant reminder of how far Lucy has come in dealing with her own trauma, while still recognizing the grip fear can have. Lucy doesn't often talk about her past, which is understandable, but what I appreciated was how, when it truly mattered, she opened up. Trauma is deeply personal, and no one, not even close friends or loved ones, is entitled to your story. In connecting with a young trauma survivor, Lucy became a living example of resilience, proof that it's possible to come through the other side. That's inspiring and meaningful. The scenes between Lucy and Samantha at the hospital were some of the episode's most powerful moments. Lucy's words, "I see you, I am you, we're going to be okay," delivered exactly the kind of hope and validation the show handles well in these emotional moments. A side note, the actress playing Samantha gave a fantastic performance, as did Melissa O'Neill. Samantha's parents are deceased, much of her life was tainted by trauma and deception, and she faces a long road to healing, but Lucy's presence felt genuinely impactful. Beyond that, the team also managed to save another girl, and I was genuinely worried Nolan wouldn't locate Julie in time. Thankfully he did. The investigation was the kind that shakes you to your core, and you could see it weighing on Nolan. It was heartwarming to see Gray there at the end buying him a drink. These two have really grown close. The episode also surprised by reintroducing Seth. If you've read my previous reviews of Season 7, you know my feelings about this character. So when he appeared, I couldn't help but groan. Why bring Seth back? Did anyone ask for this? The series seems reluctant to let some characters go. Putting that aside, there was a compelling thread in Miles checking in on someone who had upended his life and is now clearly struggling. Seth was terrible, a liar and a mess, but no one deserves the hole he's in now. Losing a leg in the future he envisioned is a lot to process. What stood out was how quintessentially Miles it was to show up at Seth's door, offer an apology he arguably didn't owe, and try to help this man get back on track by being the friend Seth needed. Miles' good nature shone through, and I chuckled when he mentioned their rocky start. Seth was right to be annoyed when Miles compared his blown knee to Seth's injury, but eventually Seth listened. That said, Miles didn't let Seth off the hook. Seth can't just expect people to believe him now that he's telling the truth or forgive him easily. No one owes him that. Perhaps if this storyline continues, it could be compelling, despite Seth's return feeling unnecessary right now. There wasn't much focus on the couples this episode, but we got some moments. Lopez forgetting their anniversary, only for Angela to turn it into a competition she won, was cute. It's also sweet that Wesley is the one who remembers all the important dates. Confronts seems to be doing well too, largely because they've improved communication. Tim isn't stewing over how their home doesn't feel truly theirs with Selena still unpacking. And Lucy has Tim completely wrapped around her finger. How she managed to come home, agree to get rid of all the boxes, and then say she'd supervise him doing it should have been impossible, but it worked. He's totally smitten right now. The only thing I wish is that Lucy could have fully unpacked her day and how the case made her revisit her trauma. But then again, as I said before, she doesn't owe that to anyone, not even Tim, if she's not ready to talk about it. So, over to you rookie fans. What did you think?